Shalom, shalom, Israel, shalom. It's your brother Joshua back with another quick coffee break and a quick exhortation for the brothers and sisters in the truth. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem HaMashiach Yahushua, right? And I just want to do a real quick and short exhortation for the brothers and sisters, in these last days to begin to start focusing on what is really in front of us, right, rather than the things that are in the world. Meaning, we need to be focusing on more prophecy, right, dealing and spending time with the Most High, supping with the Spirit, right, growing in the Spirit and the knowledge, okay, of this truth, rather than dealing with worldly, nasty, wicked lusts, whether it be, pertaining to your job, carnal things that, pertain to family, or just wicked things of this world, especially binge watching TV, or, dealing with social media so much and the things that it presents, especially for you brothers. A lot of brothers deal with the lust of the eyes, man, and the flesh, dealing with these half-naked women all over social media, and those sisters as well, the half-naked men, and all type of vanity, things that don't pertain to your salvation, right? But really, something that has grabbed a hold of a lot of people that I've seen on social media is a lot of lust of the flesh, man. Meaning wickedness, nakedness, sex and lewd acts, and perverse sights and movies and things of that nature, man. That lustful demon has really grabbed a hold of Israel, man, in these last days, man. And whatever you're feeding your soul, right, it starts in your eyes, man. It starts with what you're gazing upon, or what you're looking at, or what are you spending your time on, man. And when you're looking at these things, man, it goes into your mind, right into your heart, right? And then actually you start acting out these things that you start seeing, right? We are creatures of habit, and things that we see, and things that we desire, man, and we go towards those things, right? Let's get a precept real quick in the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, right, chapter 31 and verse number 13, and it says, "Remember that a wicked eye is an evil thing, and what is created more wicked than an eye. Therefore it weepeth upon every occasion." Right? So the eye is the most wicked thing that was created, because everything that you see in the world, you start to lust after those things, man. You start to want those things. It starts with the vision, with the seeing of whatever it is that you desire. And then after that, it becomes that want, that desire. I need that, right? That covetousness comes after that. I want that. I need that. I gotta have that. Then you want to start seeing more and more of it, and more of it becomes it becomes appealing to you. And a lot of our brothers, suffer from what this world has to offer, as far as our women being sexualized, these lewd sights and things of that nature, man. The lusting of the flesh, man. It comes from what you're seeing, what you're spending your time on. And a lot of our men, and it starts at a young age, you get introduced to all this madness through these music videos, man, these model shows, like I said, the social media, your Instagrams, your Facebooks, your TikToks, the little dances, the behind shaking, the bikini wearing, and all that, man. And it becomes worse and worse because you gazing upon these things, man. And a lot of times, man, brothers can't help themselves. And it goes for the sisters too, but it's mainly for the brothers, as well. And you start to gaze upon these things, and gaze upon these things, and gaze upon these things, man. you know. And then after you gaze for so long, man, the action comes after that. And you shouldn't even really be dealing with that, because a lot of times men, you know, get themselves in trouble because they start dealing with other men's wives and things of that nature. Your eyes get to wandering, and you out in public and you gazing on this and gazing on that. And the gaze is that long stare, you know what I'm saying? And then you start to undress them with your mind, your thoughts, and things of that nature. It's nothing wrong with you looking at a woman and saying, okay, well, she's beautiful, you know, but then go on about your business, man. But as long as you start staring and gazing and going hard, then that's where you get yourself in trouble, man. The Lord said, look, you look upon a woman with lust, you've committed fornication, adultery in your heart already, man, with that woman. And you have no idea if that woman is married or, you know, betrothed to another man or anything, man. You know, like I said, it's okay to look at her and say, okay, that's a beautiful woman, you know, and go on about your business, you know, because the Lord said it ain't nothing better than a beautiful woman that cheered the countenance of a man. Right, let me get there real quick in Sirach. Right, Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, right, and verse number 22, it says, the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance of and a man loveth nothing better. Right, I'm going to read that again. It says, the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. Right, so it can cheer up your countenance when you see the beauty of a woman. And that's why, you know, you have a wife. You know, those that take care of themselves and things of that nature, when you see her beauty, walk through the door or whatever, it's supposed to cheer up your countenance, man. Or if you just see a random woman out, you know, and that you know, look at and say, okay, that's a beautiful woman. Wow. Go on about your business, man. You know, and this is what needs to, you know, be understood, that long gaze, that long stare, that fantasizing, things of that nature is what gets you destroyed, is what gets you in trouble. So you got to learn to start making a covenant with your eyes, man, making a promise to yourself, man, you know, that I'm not going to look upon no maid like that, man. You know, I'm going to keep my eyes on the prize, you know, tunnel vision, you know, have the blinders on like the horses when they're walking. They have those blinders on the side and they're going to walk with a tunnel vision, man. Especially you those that have a wife, man. You ain't had no business, you know, looking at another woman like that, man. Right? Let's get a precept, man. Let's get this book of Job, man. Right? Let's get the book of Job, Shalakia. Right? We're gonna be like Job. Shalakia, pass it up. Right? And make a covenant with our eyes, right? This is the book of Job, chapter 31, right, and verse number 1, and it reads, I made a covenant with mine eyes, why then should I have think of, why, Slakia, it says, I made a covenant with mine eyes, why then should I think upon a maid? So Job said, look, I made a covenant with my eyes, man. You know, why should I even be thinking about these maids out here? Why should I even be spending my time, you know what I'm saying, having a thought upon these women? It shouldn't be that way at all. You know, your eyes should be on the prize first and foremost is the kingdom, man. Right? Getting right with the Lord. Repenting, man. Especially if you have a wife at home. Your mind should be on your wife, man. You know, and things of that nature. You shouldn't be worried about no outside woman unless you're taking on a whole nother wife, man. You know, if that's what you're doing, then hey, man, the Lord said that's all right. But other than that, you know, you shouldn't be out here gazing upon no maid, especially these harlots out here in the street, you know, shaking their behinds, man, being wicked on Instagram or these little shows that you got going on, man, or social media, you know, taking pictures turned around backwards, showing their behinds and half naked, you know, things of that nature. You shouldn't be looking upon that, man. Right? And it says, for what portion of Yahweh is there from above? And what inheritance of the Almighty from on high? Is not destruction to the wicked and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity? Doeth not he see my ways and count all my steps, man? You know, the Lord sees everything you doing, man. He know what you thinking and what you got going on, right? And strange destruction, right? Strange punishments will come upon you, man, in the midst of your sin, right? The Lord said, hey, man, you shouldn't be dealing with that. So Job said, look, I'm going to make a covenant with my eyes, man. So therefore, I won't lose my inheritance. I won't fall into, losing all my substance. Because a lot of men, they be going to these strip clubs, man, and, dealing with these street walkers, things of that nature, man. Worked all week long, got a paycheck, and now you're going to spending your money at the wine with these women and getting hotels and doing whatever and freaking off, man. Or throwing your money on the stage and things of that nature, man. And you losing all your substance. As well as your inheritance, meaning the inheritance that the Lord has given you, man, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. You're not being wise or prudent dealing with these harlots, man. And when you're in sin, the more and more you're in sin and the more and more you engage in these things, man, the Lord is going to take away your inheritance, man. When you're gazing upon these maids, man. When you're putting your hand to the plow and working your iniquity towards these wicked women. Right, let's get a precept, man. Let's go to Sirach, chapter 9, and verse number 5, and it reads, gaze not on a maid, that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her, man. So don't gaze upon it. Don't have that long, luring, lustful stare on these women, man. Don't gaze upon them, man. And it says, give not thy soul unto harlots, that thou lose not thine inheritance, man. You see that? Don't give your soul, man, your time, your strength, your money, man, your power over to these harlots, man. Even though if you're not physically engaging and you're just staring, you're still giving your substance, man, your time, right? Your inheritance, man, your wisdom, and your understanding of you're just sitting there gazing. Dang, you're scrolling. Man, she got a fatty, bro. Man, oh man. Now you somewhere in the dark freaking off, man. Doing God knows what. Being wicked. Spending up your inheritance, man. Your oil. Until it's all gone. Right? Because soon as you start gazing and looking upon these things, man, you start to invite in that evil spirit and that evil lust, and it starts to take over your mind, man. Because that's what you're feeding within your soul is nothing but wickedness, man. Right? What they say in the world, the eyes are the window to the soul. Right? So when you start to gaze upon these things, man, you're feeding your spirit nothing but darkness and wickedness and filth, rather than the light, which is the scriptures, man. The path of righteousness. But you're steady gazing into darkness, man, until you fall back to sleep, and then you're cast out into that other darkness. And that's all you're thinking about now is wickedness, nastiness, harlots, and being covetous, and all that wickedness, man. Right? So you can't spend your time, right, gazing upon these things. You have to make the covenant with your eyes, right, to say, I'm not going to do these things, man. Right? Let's go to the classic real quick, man. Right? Let's go to Matthew chapter 6 and verse number 21, and it reads, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So where your treasure is, man, meaning your thoughts, whatever you spend your time at, man, right, whatever you prefer in life, that's where your heart, meaning your mind, is going to be. Just like when you always hear people say, I'm getting to the bag. I'm going to get to the bag. I need the money. That's all they're thinking about is money, 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 money. How can I find a way to get this money? How can I do that? How can I do that to get this money, man? Or if your mind is always on the women, you wake up, how am I going to go get another woman? How am I going to go get this one? How am I going to get that? How I'm going to do this? How I'm going to do that, man? Right? Same way as a person that's on drugs, right? When they sleep, they thinking about drugs. When they wake up, that's the first thing on their mind. How I'm going to go get these drugs. How I'm going to go get this fix, this high. Where your treasure is where your heart is going to be. And your mind should be in the light of the Lord, man. So you can be filled with the light, the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, right? To find the way to make your path clean, rather than dwelling in darkness, man, and sin and lust of the world, man. Right? Reading on, verse 22, it says, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. So if your eye is single, tunnel vision on the scriptures, man, eating the words of the Lord, then you're going to be full of light, man. Right? Strength, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But it says, if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness, man? And that's the question you got to ask yourself. How great is that darkness within you? What am I feeding my eyes, man? Feeding my soul? What am I gazing upon all the time that has me in this predicament that I'm full of dark? This is all I think about. Rather than the wisdom, knowledge, and the understanding of the scriptures, my mind is on this and on that. Now I'm full of dark. This is all I think about. I can't even find the Most High anymore, man. I can't even find the Most High. I can't even find the path to the Most High. So you got to make a covenant with your eyes, man, so you can guard your mind, your heart, and be diligent in everything you do. So therefore, you can walk in that straight and narrow path, man, right, that the Lord has prepared for you. Right, let me get one more precept. The book of Proverbs. Right? Let's get the book of Proverbs. Chapter 6 and verse 23. It says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Right? Put away far from thee forward mouth and perverse lips. Put far from thee. Right? And it says, let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil, man. Right? So that's what you want to do in these last days, is you want to ponder your steps, man, and let your eye look forward and right on, and the path of righteousness rather than the evil and the wickedness of this world, man. Make a covenant with your eyes in these last days and watch what you're gazing upon, right? And watch what the Lord has for you. But with that, I hope you take these precepts and apply them to your life, right? And use them in wisdom, right? But with that, Shalom.